Shalom Yeladim. Do you remember this picture? This is a picture of a Torah. It was written on the skin of a kosher animal called kalaf. And it was written by a Sefer, carefully and beautifully. Look at the letters, do you remember? And they were written with a quill, a special feather, and special ink. But what happens next? What happens to our Torah after it's all ready to go? Well, we need to find rollers. Rollers look like this. We roll the Torah onto the rollers. Some of them are made out of simple material and beautiful. Other rollers are fancy, like these, have psukim written, made of silver, made of shiny material. But once the Torah is connected to these rollers, we want to make sure that the Torah doesn't go this way or that way or this way or that way. So we need to put on a belt to hold the Torah together. What does the belt look like? It looks like this. It's made with elastic, but covered on that elastic is beautiful velvet, soft material. And in the front will be many beautiful designs, sometimes made out of gold or silver or precious stones. This one has luchos and lions on this belt. Once our Torah is put together with that belt, now we can put the coat on the Torah. The coat can be made out of many different materials, also many beautiful colors. And many times the pictures that are on our coat are pictures that we remember or we recognize, like luchos or a Magen David or lions and many words of special psukim. Here's an example of a beautiful red coat with golden design and golden psukim. This will be a beautiful coat for our Sefer Torah. On top of the coat is a choshen piece, almost like the Kohen Gadol had a choshen that was on his me'il, on his coat. Here are two of them. Look how beautiful and special they are, shiny and lovely. This goes on top of the coat. Now, hanging from these special pieces, which are called the breastplate, or like a choshen, is something that we use every time we read the Torah. And I'm going to give you some hints. When we read the Torah, there are lots of words on the page. And we don't want to be confused where to go. When we read from a book that has lots of words, we take our finger and we follow under each word to make sure we read it carefully. But if we would take our finger and we would follow inside the Torah, something not so good would happen. First of all, our fingers have special oils in our skin that makes it soft and beautiful. But those special oils are not so good for the ink that our words are written by. When we press our finger on those words, the ink, chas v'shalom, could smudge and not be so clear. Even worse, the letters could crack. If a letter or a word is smudged in our Sefer Torah or cracked, this Torah becomes pasul. We cannot use it anymore for reading on Shabbos or Yom Tov or during the week. It is not kasher. It is not ready and kosher to do the mitzvah. It will have to be rolled up, put aside, and wait for the Sefer to come and fix it. So what do? We are reading from the Torah all the time. We want to keep our place. So there is a special tool that we have. And it's even called a yad, a finger, a hand. Just like our finger comes from our hand. And that yad points to each and every word. And it does not ruin the ink or the words or the letters of our Torah each time we read. The yad is hung on top of the rollers together with the breastplate before we put the crown on our Torah. The yad is very important. It protects our Torah every time we read it. It also helps the person who's reading the Torah show anybody who comes up for an aliyah where they have just finished reading and where they will begin to read the next aliyah. The yad is really important. And after we have our rollers, our belt, our me'il, our coat, our choshen piece, our yad, then we put our crown. Sometimes we have one big crown that goes over the roller pieces, both of them. And sometimes we have two special pieces that go over each of the roller tops. Let me ask you, Yiladim, why? Why do we have to go to so much trouble and dress our Torah? Why don't we just put it in a bag? Because when we have a chance to do a mitzvah, that mitzvah is special to us. And the Torah is our guide that teaches us all those mitzvot. The Torah is so special to us that we want to make it beautiful. The more beautiful we make something, the more special it is for us. The more special it is when we see it come out of the Aron HaKodesh with all its beauty. It never, ever becomes regular. It never, ever becomes, the Torah again. Because each time it comes out of the Aron HaKodesh, dressed magnificently, it makes us feel wonderful. It makes us look at our Torah that it is the most special thing that we can imagine in our eyes. That's why we go to the trouble of dressing our Torah, making it look beautiful, so that every time we see it, we are more excited, more anticipating, more looking forward to reading from it. This very special present that we received from Hashem. When next time you see the Torah, you will know all the things that it's dressed in. You will see how splendorous and how beautiful it is. It's going to make you feel special because that Torah was given as a gift to you, special from Hashem. Have a wonderful day, Yiladim.